A writer fascinated by legends of dragons. For many years he had no interest in maintaining his physical health until he read a travelogue filled with tales of dragons. Then in there he resolved to follow in the author's footsteps and embark on a similar journey. I know about dragons. Can I ask you to perhaps assist me in my research? I would know about the great dragons found in the Frostlands, the Cliftlands, and the Highlands. I'd be greatly obliged if you could do this for me. Really, I would. Well, that's good, because I know about them. You truly did it? You were able to collect tales of the noble dragons for me. Please, you must tell me all that you have learned. Amazing. The dragon of the Cliftlands brought down by a single man. And that man took on the dragon with no more than his bow and his loyal wolf companion. Hey, that's Zonta. And maybe that man was one of those beast tamers of the Dark Wood. How utterly fascinating. I suppose next would be the dragons of the Frostland, no? The dragon that lives deep in the forest where rare herbs flourish. It is true that a forest would probably provide a good source of foodstuffs, even in the heavy snows of the Frostlands. I killed that dragon. Perhaps it even chose to live in such a place so it might prey on the animals that come to seek those herbs. Finally, the dragon of the Highlands, a dragon said to be capable of human speech. It is like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? Yet there are legends of dragon eggs being hatched by men, the young within raised by humans. Then of course there are the legends that claim the dragons once lived alongside the gods and were able to use magic. But they earned themselves the wrath of the gods, and the gods left them little more than dumb beasts, or so the tale goes. Such stories have long persisted, but perhaps it is because there is some truth to them. I thank you. You have gathered a wealth of invaluable information for me. Dragons are rare in our modern world. We should at least try to record all we can about them in case they disappear entirely. The legends and anecdotes you have collected for me will be a great aid in drafting my book. Thank you very much. I find my hand itching for a quill. I cannot wait to get started writing at once. Nice. A dragon scarf. What's that do for me? Restore SP after every action. I already had one of those. Boo!
Come here.
Found you. You got some guts marching into this town.
Come again?
And you are... Wait, don't tell me. You're Darius's welcoming committee, aren't you? Aye, and we'll make sure you get the warmest of welcomes. Boys? I suppose quality over quantity doesn't mean much here.
Shut up!
If we stab you enough times, you'll still die. You think you can stall for time by yapping? Ain't nobody coming to save you, even if you're bloody screaming murder.
That's right.
You best give up hope now. Everyone here fears Lord Darius.
Interesting.
So what's it like leeching off someone else's power?
Shut up! Let's do it!
Kill him!
You ready for this?
You sure this is a good choice there, boyos?
What is the
I'm unconvinced.
Glacius Claudaire.
Here I go!
I am ready. The lion dance.
Out of my Guardian Lion Dog.
Hell yeah.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Blasted him.
Oh, Zeracids!
Bleeding
Are
hell.
we done here?
Enough. I've got bigger fish to fry. Enjoy your victory while you can, because there's no way you're leaving this town alive. This is getting old fast. You ready to die, mate? It'll be slow and painful for you, that's for sure. There's nowhere left for you to leg it. I'm starting to see the appeal of quantity over quality. These odds are bad anyway, look at them.
Oh dear.
That look of resignation is unbefitting of you. Oh, easy.
Well, I'll be damned.
Heathcote. I don't suppose you could have gotten here a little sooner.
Good to see you again.
You can thank me later. For now, follow me.
Got it.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Don't let him get away.
After him! Yeah, good luck with that, dudes.
We should be safe here.
Are you okay?
In a manner of speaking, yes. But I'm afraid I'm not as young as I used to be. When I was your age, I never imagined time would wear down my bones so.
You're saying an old man slipped this bangle onto my arm without me noticing?
That was simply a skill I learned in my youth. But time will take even that from me eventually.
Where did you learn how to do that? Butler training?
What a sick burn, Therion. Sick
You were
burn.
a thief, weren't you?
Guilty as charged.
Now it all makes sense. You're the one who set those traps in the manor, aren't you? You understand how a thief thinks because you were one.
An astute observation.
Huh.
I suppose I should explain myself. Would you humor this old man for a moment?
Yeah.
I met Lord Ravis, Cordelia's father, before she was born. I was something like you at that time. Youthful, gifted, and proud of it. I was certain there was nothing in this world I could not steal.
Then why are you working for the Ravis family now?
For the same reason as yourself. I too snuck into the manor, only to get caught by the head of the household. He offered me a deal. He said he would not hand me over to the guards on one condition. That one day I would serve his child, who would have guardianship over the Dragonstones.
And now you're seeing that promise through to the end.
The more confidence one has in his skills, the greater the disgrace when he fails. You felt the same, did you not?
Of course. Whenever I look at this bangle, I remember that day. Outdone by a butler. And an old one at that.
And to add insult to injury, I was shown mercy by the very one I tried to rob. It was absolutely disgraceful.
What a
In the end,
disgrace.
I had no choice but to start anew. Even still, I gained more than I lost in the manor that day.
Without taking a single leaf.
Indeed, I learned what it felt like to be believed in, and the value of believing in others.
The power of friendship. Yee.
I'm sure you've heard the story of Miss Ravis's past.
Yeah, hard to imagine seeing the person she is now.
There was a time she thought the whole world was her enemy. She wouldn't let anyone get close. But as the days passed, she began to change.
How so?
I continued to have faith in her, and thus she learned to have faith in me. Wounds of betrayal run deep, but one must learn to have faith in others again before they can start to heal. And that is why she decided to have faith in you too.
Just like someone did for her.
That's
Cute.
enough talk of the past. You must find a way to get those stones back from Darius.
Me?
Just beat his ass, dude. It's easy.
Yes, unfortunately, my old bones would be nothing but a hindrance if I accompanied you. But I have faith you can do it.
I'll come back with those stones. You have my word. Stay safe, Heathcote. Now to find where Darius is hiding. There's no way he covered all his tracks.
True. Especially with this many goons running around. Oh, this is ironic. I'm the most wanted man here, but I haven't stolen a thing. Yet. Any trace of him yet? Not yet, sir. Vanished like a white wolf in a snowstorm, he did.
Nah.
And you'll be the next one to vanish if you don't stop your whining. Now, Lord Darius promised a reward for his capture, so if you ever want to see real riches, you better well find him. Yes, sir. Now get back to work. Dude, I was 3 houses away, and they couldn't find me. These guys are losers. Pathetic. Sad.
Well.
He sure sounds important. He probably knows the way to the hideout. Just follow him then. Yo, is that Ogun right there? Just chilling? Bruh? John Wick? Traveling apothecary? It is! Traveling apothecary familiar with a wide variety of ailments and capable of concocting potent medicines. Well, he's saved countless lives, he's also failed to do so countless times. Don't tell Alphen about this. Uh-oh. Ogun!
That'll do.
I should see you through. If that fever comes back, though, take this twice a day till it subsides. Thank you so much. We're lucky such a skilled apothecary passed through our village. No need for thanks. It's my job is all. Sir, if I might ask, was I ever your patient before? Not that I remember, but I move about a lot. I feel like I met you before, long, long ago. Was it the daughter of the guy that he murdered? Could be. Like I said, I move about a lot. I did stay in this village for a time, earning my keep as an apothecary. But when I lost my wife, I left this place. I was on the road for a long time after that. After all these years, though, I guess the fancy just struck me, and I thought I'd stop by, see the old place. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you'll stay with us this time. Forever. That's ominous. Melissa. Soon it'll be the anniversary of the day I lost you. Is that why my feet brought me back here? Not like I've got any right to face you again, even if I could. Ogun's Epilogue. Whoops. A retired guard who lives with his ailing wife and their son. He treasures his family's every moment together, for happiness is fleeting, and there's no telling how long theirs will last. Oh no. Oh no. What was his? Oh, he's just townsperson. A merchant specializing in arms, his keen eyes can see everything from a weapon's battle prowess to what kind of soul sleeps within it. It is said he can even feel the passion of its maker and the resolve of its former wielders. Impressive. Memorial sword. Sure. Is that what this guy wanted? What did this guy want? He wanted the sword, right? Here you go, buddy. There you go, my dude. This is my father's sword. Such heavy steel. Just holding it, there's no doubting its strength. You there, where did you get that sword? This sword belonged to my father once. And you are? I was saved by the man who wielded that sword. So you are the son of their great hero. You knew my father? Oh, aye. He saved my entire village long ago when we were set upon by wild beasts. We had no one to help us, none but a traveling knight of the Knights Ardent who happened to come through our village. The village leaders begged that he might see us to safety, and that fine knight agreed at once. Not a soul perished. But he did not consider his duty done then, he even entrusted his sword to the village. He instructed us to sell the fine steel and use the money to buy food and seeds. By the laws of the Knights Ardent, a knight must never abandon his duty under any circumstances, and throwing aside one's sword, no matter how worthy the cause, is considered desertion. That is what I've heard, and still that great man. He accepted such dishonor without hesitation to aid perfect strangers such as ourselves. I set out to learn the sword myself because of your father. He is what made me into the man I am today. I was never able to rise to the heights of the Knights Ardent, but I am able to keep clothes on my back at least, living as a hired sword. So that is the truth of it. My father saved a village, and for that he was stripped of his cloak and his knighthood and declared a deserter. He was every inch the great and honorable man I knew him to be. When a knight enters the Knights Ardent, he swears an oath to protect those who seek the warmth and comfort of the sacred flame brought down by Aelfric himself. That oath has not changed since the very first Knight Ardent said the words over the sword he received from the gods themselves. I will swear my own oath upon the sword of my father, to be a knight of honor, just like him. I thank you, sir. At last I know the true measure of my father. Words cannot express my gratitude, but they're all I have to offer. Yay. $11,000 on Ardent attire. Is that good? It's not that good. It's a lot of elemental defense, though. A mercenary working in Northreach. In order to repay a debt to the Knights Ardent who saved his life, he wields his sword to protect the people. In actuality, he wished to become a knight, but failed the written exam. There's a written exam to become a knight? What a meme. Trinity Sword. Sky Doombreaker. The Yeti's Longbow. Sure, I'll take that for war mastering purposes. Alright. The Lorne Cathedral. There he goes. Follow that man. He mustn't escape.
Interesting.
An abandoned church. Nothing seems out of order. I don't want to go in yet, bro. We'll to look around outside. It's a little teeny weeny church. Except maybe these stairs. If their hideout isn't there, I don't know where it could be. But I can't just waltz through the front door. Sure you can.
To work.
Time to find myself a disguise. But why? We could Therion, we could totally just waltz in, dude. Steal thieves' clothing. I wanted to bring some of my wife's favorite flowers to her grave, but it seems they don't grow around here anymore. They're called Mind Me Always. I don't have none of those, Ogun, I don't think. Sorry. Erudite Greybeard, an elderly man known by all the residents of Northreach, though none can recall exactly when he first came to the village. Despite having resided here for quite some time, some say he has not aged a day, which has only fueled speculation regarding his past. Mental degradation? Want to hang out with me, buddy? No? Okay. Come on, you know you want to. Come. I hate you. I hope you rot, old man. How dare you? It's only $1,000 in this town to save your reputation. Easy clap, dude. Maybe I can get this guy. Rhapsody of Love. Hey, can I have your clothes there, bub? Thanks, bub.
Hey.
Looking for me?
Come here.
You're mine now! Oh, come on, dude. Come on, bro! A senior member of Darius's gang, once leader of another group, he abandoned them to throw his lot in with this thief. He'd sell his own grandmother for a few leaves. I'll just keep trying, dude. It's only $1,000. I can do this all day. Oh. Sir, Therion, he's gonna die out here. You can't just leave a man in his underpants in the middle of the road. Okay. I guess you can. Let's heal. That man is definitely going to die of, like, frostbite. Not my problem, I guess. Lorne Cathedral Cellars.
Like a thief in the night.
Stealing clothes from a thief. That's a new one.
Now then.
Now to fool the lookouts.
Wait.
Hold it! Identify yourself. They're just kids. Must be new recruits. In that case.
You damn fools!
Just who do you think you are asking me that?
Yikes!
Sorry, sir.
That's enough.
You got guts forgetting who your leader is.
Begging your pardon.
Please forgive us. Fine. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Lord Darius will hear about it next if it happens.
Now then.
Now listen. Some fool claiming to be me might try and slip in. But don't you dare let that bastard through, you hear?
Aye.
Yes, sir. Easy. Too easy. I'll never sneak in through a window again. But I better make it quick. It's only a matter of time until they figure out what happened. Out of my way, I've got urgent news for the boss. It's you. You're that phony the leader was talking about. Phony? My clothes were stolen by that stupid thief. No leader of mine would be stupid enough to get his clothes stolen. You bastard. Amazing. Amazing. For an organization, they are really most disorganized. If it makes my job easier, I'll take it. I figured you'd say something like that. Still, their de facto leader barely exerts any control over the rank and file. You'd expect otherwise, they're just a band of thieves. I would posit there is more to it than just that. For this Darius, the men of his organization are little more than tools. He does not consider them comrades, let alone friends. I dare say he trusts no one but himself. You may be right. At any rate, your goal is close at hand, Therion. Do not waver in your convictions. You can count on me, I hope. Come on, dude. Chin up, Therion. It'll be okay. Another star turn by our master thief. Huh? I could scarcely tell it was you. You simply disappeared into that role. You could have a stellar career in the theater if you chose to pursue it. Thanks, but no thanks. I take on roles when my work demands it, that's all. A shame that. Stars of the stage earn more money in one night than most thieves do in a year. But of course, if you're not interested... On second thought, I think I'll keep my options open. Easy money. Prim hook got him hook, line, and sinker.